Happy Tutorial Tuesday, everyone. I am excited to be back with you with another tutorial using mostly my favorite product line, Maskcara Beauty. I recently just found out I have a bunch of new followers in Indiana. So, hey, shout out to all of you guys in Indiana watching my YouTube channel. Thanks for following along. A special shout out to my sister-in-law Angie and my sweet niece Madeline, who have been watching some of my tutorials. So, of course, thanks to everyone who watches along. But I am super excited for today's tutorial because I got new goodies. Look at all of these colors, you guys. I can't even. I'm so excited. So I got a bunch of new eyeshadows and two new illuminators that are the powder kind. And then I got two new cheek colors. So this one here is called Summer Love, and this one here is called Scarlet. So I haven't quite figured out how I'm going to incorporate Scarlet into a look yet, but I'm really excited to try it because I've seen some awesome things on Pinterest and Instagram that other artists are doing. So I'm going to get started. Oh, I also got some new brushes that I'm really excited about testing out. So I got 3 new brushes as well. They're all double-ended mascara brushes, like everything else. So as always, I've already moisturized with my Rodan & Fields. I do not sell this, but I know a million people who do. If you'd like to try it, I use the reversing line, and I moisturize every day with the broad spectrum SPF 50, and I find that for Arizona that just is the perfect for my perfect amount for my skin and how much sun exposure I get during the day. So after I do my moisturizer, I spritz on some of the mascara stay spray, and I use the makeup setting spray that has SPF 30 in it, so you can never have too much protection from the sun, especially here in Arizona, but just in general. So I am going to dive right in and just start my routine like I always do. So I am going to be testing out some of the new eyeshadow colors today. I haven't really had a chance to play around with them a lot, so you're going to be right there with me as I'm experimenting. One of the colors that I've been dying to get is called, I think you say it like Mihija. I don't know. It's a weird name, but it's like this just really pretty color that is like a pink, purple, like maybe like a magenta is the right color. I don't know. You guys will have to tell me. So right now I'm just priming my eyelids with the Maybelline Fit Me Mascara, which I will link on my color match page. It's at the bottom, and it's Maybelline Fit Me Concealer. I guess it's probably supposed to be used under your eyes, but I use it as a concealer, so you can just see I just wiped on a light layer of that on my eyelid, and I think it just gives me like a really nice palette to start with. And so now I'm going to dive into my new colors. So I'm still going to start with one of my old favorites, which is Sabrina. So I just like to do that as an all over color. So I'm using my, let's see, what is this? This is the Eyeshadow Everything brush, the fluffier end. And if you've been watching for a while, you know I do this with almost every eye look. So I'm just swiping this on from my lash line up to my brow, across to give a really nice even color to start my makeup look with. Okay, so yeah. So even though I try to go for a pretty professional look every single day, I definitely think there are times where it's fun to mix in some color to your routine, and I know a lot of people are really afraid of using color. So I like to kind of show you how you can do color but still keep it classy. So so this is the Mihija color, M-I, and then it's H-I-J-A. I'm sure I'm butchering that name, but that's what it's called. So it's this like more magenta color here. It's so pretty. But I want to show you a way that you can use this and still keep it like in the professional realm. So I'm using the pointier end of the Eyeshadow Everything, and I'm just going to lightly dab it in here. And then I'm going to tap it off so you don't get too much excess. And I'm going to come right in here and I'm going to lay this in the crease of my eye. So I'll try and look down so you guys can kind of see what I'm doing and how that's looking. I'm going to pick up a little bit more color here and lay a little bit more in that crease to make it pop a little. And believe me, I will be blending this out so I don't have hot pink eyes. Okay, so this is all I've done so far, is just laid a little bit of that color right there in the crease. So I'm going to do the same on the other side. Apparently I can't talk and eyeshadow. I'm also using the iPad display. Oh, don't mind these rogue eyelashes falling out. Okay, so if you were to just leave it like this, this would be like way too bold of a look. So yeah, this would be just like way too intense of a look, super not professional, but I'm going to show you how you take this from trashy to classy. Okay, so, oh my gosh, that color is just so pretty. And so all of the mascara eyeshadows are super pigmented, so I really like that they last forever and you don't have to use a ton of product in order to get the look that you're going for. So that is this color here that I've just applied in the crease. I'm going to switch over to my more everyday colors, and I'm going to pick up some of this color. Let's see, where is it? Oh, Stay Golden. So it's this color here right next to Sabrina. It's Stay Golden. I'm going to pick up, actually I'm going to switch to a new brush. This is called the Blend and Tap brush. Another two-sided. There's like a little bit smaller end. You can see I was playing with that on my hand earlier. And a little bit fluffier end. So I'm going to take the little bit fluffier end, I'm going to dab that into Stay Golden, and I'm going to start kind of at the inside here and just blend outward. So this is going to help really soften this really, really intense color that I've already laid on here. So you can just see how that's already kind of like muting it out. Oh man, we're having a cat-dog altercation here, people. Cats don't like the dogs. Dogs obsessed with cats. Mass hysteria around here. Brooklyn, Hudson, leave it. Hudson, come here. Okay, so now you can kind of see I just laid that on like 3/4 of the eye there just to kind of get it a little bit more muted, a little bit softer color. So just to give you an idea there. And again, I'm taking my time doing this because I'm doing it for y'all. So the next color I'm gonna take, I'm switching around because I haven't consolidated. What is this color again? I always forget what my colors are. Bright Eyes. So this one's Bright Eyes here. I've actually had this color for a while, but it was in a palette I kind of forgot about. So I'm going to tap into it here, knock off the excess, and I'm going to do it right along the lash line here. I'm going to drag that right into that inner corner and kind of 3/4 across here. Ooh, pretty. Oh gosh, this is so pretty. So this is kind of like a deserty sunset summer golden eye type look. I really like it because, hey, Hudson, leave it alone. Hudson, they're like obsessed with it. So this is like desert sunset look. That's what I'd call this. Ooh, so pretty, you guys. Oh man, we could really do something. Okay, so I'm liking this, liking it a lot. What do you guys think? Feel free to leave comments on if this is a look you think you guys could ever wear. I normally just do like the standard look, so. All right, I'm going to come back through a little bit later with some more additional highlight on the brow bone, but right now I'm just gonna grab the eyeshadow everything brush, and I'm just going to do a little bit of a liner along my lower lash, and I'm gonna use Trust here, which is at the bottom. So I'm using the smaller end of the eyeshadow everything brush, and I'm just dragging this along my lower lash line, kind of up into the outside corner. You can choose to also line your upper lashes. I don't, because I already have like these really intense eyelash extensions on. Excuse you. So I don't need it. Okay, so I might come in and do something else with my eyes later, but I'm really liking this like sunset look that I've gotten with the colors that I've used so far. Pretty. All right, we're going to jump into the mascara makeup look, which is all about that highlight and contour, or for short, we call it the HAC, H-A-C. So I'm running low on these. So what the best part about this cream foundation is that you can just order them as you run out. So I use a couple different colors on my face depending upon what my tan is looking like. So you can see I'm running really low on amber, but I've still got plenty of the rest of the colors. So I really love that I can just replace amber. So my last order that I got yesterday, I just replaced amber. So I'm going to be swapping that out here shortly. So I'm going to start with the brightener on my face, so my highlight color, and I'm going to start under my eye, and I use a color called White Peach, but I wouldn't necessarily pay attention to the colors I'm using so much as I would pay attention to the technique, because your colors are going to be customized to you, and I'm happy to color match you if you send me a bare face selfie, or if you happen to be in person with me, I'm happy to color match you in person as well. So I'm using the B Squared Bronzer Brush. Brooklyn. That's enough. Oh my God. I don't know. So I guess this is probably a good point to address that makeup artistry is not my full-time job. This is my passion and my hobby and something I've always loved doing. I did my first tutorial back in January and I just thought it was really fun. So here we are. 8 months later doing it. So I have just used the smaller end of the B Squared Bronzer Brush. I have tapped it in my White Peach and I am stippling it on my face. I'm not wiping, I'm stippling it on my face. This just helps it really get into the spaces within your under eye if you have any fine lines, wrinkles, larger pores, or anything like that. And it just, you know, helps really brighten that under area eye, which is what you want to emphasize, looking super awake and refreshed. I'm going to switch to my other highlight color that I use, and it's amber here. It's the one that's almost out. But again, not so much paying attention to the color I'm using, just the technique. So I'm stippling just along my chin line, up onto my upper lip, around my nose, and I'm just kind of pressing it in there with the end of this. And then I don't use a ton on my forehead, but I do just in kind of like that center area. How are we looking? Sometimes it's hard with this ring light to like really tell. Okay, so this just evens out my skin tone, gives me a great base to contour off of. So at this point, I'm going to switch brushes and I'm going to move over into my Detail Hack brush. This is one of the first brushes I recommend because I think it makes the and contour part of the makeup a lot easier. So I use my favorite contour here. This one here is called Astoria. Again, this is going to be customized to you, your skin tone, what your preference is on your look. So just because I use Astoria and you like the way I do makeup doesn't mean that it's the right color for you. And I can help you figure out what the right color is for you based on your skin tones and the goals you're trying to achieve. So with the contour, there's so many different techniques for this. I find that I just use the one that is fastest. So I just kind of like press this into here and then just drag it along to start chiseling out my faux cheekbones. And I do get it pretty colorful on there, and I'm not afraid of that because it's cream based and I know it's just gonna all blend together like butter and it's gonna look beautiful. So now I'm contouring just around my hairline. So again, I really don't think this is rocket science. People are like, I don't get it. I don't know how to do my makeup. Y'all, this is not rocket science. I'm literally like painting like a 1-year-old finger paints here. This is not rocket science. So chiseling out underneath my chin. Again, this technique, I have generally a pretty thin face or a pointy chin. And so, but my face, whenever I gain weight, is like the first place to show. So I just like to kind of create like a stronger chin line with the contour. And then it's all personal to you too, and I can help give you some tips on contouring your nose, but contouring your nose is also very, again, specific to you. So just because I do it this way doesn't necessarily mean it's the right way for your nose shape. So So some of this stuff you do have to just be aware that like it's not a one size fits all approach. And I think people are just like, oh, well, so and so does this, and so I'm going to do that and it's going to work. It might not be the right look for you. So just be conscious and make sure that you, if we're not in contact, feel free to reach out to me and I can give you my tips for how I would recommend you contour for your face, and especially with your nose, because I think that's where a lot of people go wrong. So I just contoured with the smaller end of the Detail Hack brush, just right down along in kind of a triangle here on each side of my nose. I don't get it quite as dark as the rest of my face, but then I take my middle finger and I just drag my lighter highlight color right down the ridge of my nose. So at this point, most of my color's on. You could decide to continue forward and to do your cheek color, but I'm going to go ahead and blend out. I just got a new Perfector sponge and I'm super thrilled about it. Brooklyn Marie. So, this is where it all is. If you're like, wow, I've got brown streaks on my face, this is where I'm just going to show you that it's not as crazy as you think it is. So I'm just taking this, it's damp, I wrung it out in a towel, and now I'm just bouncing it along my face like so to blend it out. So remember that was a big brown streak like this, and now it looks nice and glowy, and just like I have some chiseled cheekbones like every gal wants. So I'm just gonna do this half of my face really quick so you can kind of see the difference between when it is perfected and when it's just laid on my face. Okay, so this is, I just perfected this side. Again, I don't have cheek color on, and this is unperfected. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish out this side, and then we'll add some cheek color. I think I'm gonna try that new cheek color that I got, Summer Love. It's part of our new collection of cheek colors. So, okay. How are we doing here? Ooh, pretty good, pretty good. I didn't mention, but I also contour right below my lip here. It just gives you like that extra pout. Make your lips look a little fuller. Little faux juvederm in there. Okay, so now I'm going to come back in and I am going to do some cheek color. I'm going to try one of my new colors. I'm not going to brave Frenchie at this point, but I am going to try this Summer Love here. So this is a little bit more sheer and lighter color. I normally tend to go with more of like a pop. So this is going to be a great color that's more kind of like neutral if you're not into like that big pop of cheek color. I think this would be a great color for girls that are maybe new to cheek. And don't necessarily feel super confident having like a really bright cheek on. Ooh, this is pretty. Got the eye booger we need to sort out here. Okay. Pretty. So light and pretty. Okay, so I'm just gonna take my Perfector and buzz right over that to blend everything together. Pretty, pretty. Liking this look, you guys. It's such a good summer look. Okay, perfect. Now I am going to try, I wanted to try one of my new illuminators. I want to try this one. I think this one's called Photoshop. Let me dig it out really quick and just see. Yeah, Photoshop. So it looks like this. It's got like a pinkier tone to it. And I can't remember. I'm going to try, I think this is one of my new brushes, and I think this is Best Blend Forever. I'm not sure if this is the right thing to use this on, but I'm going to do it anyways. So I'm just tapping it in here. Oops. Going to clean that off. I'm just tapping it in the illuminator, and then I'm going to kind of just like lightly tap it right along the top of my cheekbone here. And this just gives you that glow on your face, that like little bit of shimmer, a little bit of a ooh pop right down the ridge of my nose. And then I am going to just take some and put it right on the top of my brow bone just to kind of tie everything together. Pretty. What do you guys think so far? Okay, still a couple pieces left to do for that full face look. Because Maskcara Beauty, we try and make everything really versatile, so each thing has like more than one use. So I'm going to do a brow. I don't normally do a brow as part of my look, but I feel like I need it today. So I'm just using Astoria, which is my contour, and I'm using the Know Your Angles brush to fill in my eyebrows here. So I know everyone has like their own personal opinion about eyebrows, what to do, what not to do. I tend to like a really groomed full eyebrow look. So you can just see I'm just kind of coming in here, filling this in, and then I'm going to use this Maybelline brow gel that I am obsessed with and normally is the only product I use. So this is Maybelline Brow Drama, and I just drag this over my brows to get them like all in the right place and groomed. All right. I think it's coming together. Okay, just gonna blend this in a little bit more. Make sure that I don't have like way too much on. It looks like I do have some blending that needs to happen here still. Okay, the last piece. Hi, Nuggie. You guys can't see Nuggie, but Nuggie's right here. See him? Oh, there's his nose. Kisses. Puppy kisses. I love you, Nuggie. No, you can't come into my lap. I've got a bunch of stuff there. Get down. So last piece I'm going to do is adjust some lips. Let's see here. Probably going to have to dig back into the files here. And I am going to do a mix of Hollywood, which is this color here. I'm going to start with that on the lips. It's pink. Hey, leave it. And then I'm going to come in and grab the cheek color that I just put on, this Summer Love. I'm going to put it over the top. All right. I think I'm good. Yeah, it feels good. All right, so this is kind of this like summer sunset bronzy look. I still think it's really classy and professional because we muted down that color, but it's a really fun way to just be able to work like a little bit different look in. This could be great for like a nice summer sundress, your weekend look out brunching, or for me, I'm gonna go give a new owner the keys to their house. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this tutorial. My links are all below. Feel free to reach out. I am happy to have a conversation with you about if this makeup line could work for you. And if you want to be color matched, you know where to find me. Just submit a bare-faced selfie in great lighting. I have directions on my color match page linked below. And I'm happy to get you out the information you need so you can have this awesome mascara makeup look. Have a great week, and I can't wait to show you another look next week.